Jai Bhagwan, everybody. Dr. Satyavani here, or Coach Sat, and I am here to give you the empowerment message of the week. And the theme for this week is do not take anything personally, okay? Mercury is in retrograde, and I know a lot of people think that that's a little woo-woo, like what do the planets have to do with what it is that we do here on Earth? It has everything to do with what we do here on Earth. So all of the planets are actually, their energies are actually inside of you. And so Mercury is the planet of communication. And when it is in retrograde, it is slowing down to the point where it almost seems like it is spinning backwards. When that starts to happen, communication starts to break down. So I've had a lot of folks this week say, I feel like everybody's in a bad mood, or that I failed in my communication with my spouse, or people are kind of pissy, or the text messages that are coming through feel a little bit of aggressive in tone. So if those things have been kind of playing themselves out and you're also very fatigued from all of that mental, emotional energy, it's definitely the effect of Mercury retrograde. So the tip of the week on this one is, while communication is down, just be diligent in communicating when you have to. Don't feel like you have to over communicate, and don't feel like that you have to respond to anything that is coming in your direction that you feel is somewhat negative. So one of the things that we talk about in the Kripalu lineage, that Swami Kripalu said, is that before you speak, decide whether or not it's an improvement upon silence. So if you feel like somebody's communicating towards you and that is not feeling highly effective, or you feel a little triggered by it, or you feel like you need to respond back in a tone that is not necessarily characteristic of you or how you want to respond, don't. Decide to choose silence. Before you speak, decide whether or not it's an improvement upon silence. And know this, that come August 11th, when Mercury is coming out of retrograde, everything will go back to normal. This also indicates communication devices can have some breakdowns. So if your cell phone is acting a little wacky, if your computer is acting a little wacky, if any electronics in your house, your car, if there seems to be some glitches, just know that this is standard operating procedure, that it happens when Mercury goes retrograde several times in the year, and just be patient. This gives us the opportunity to practice patience, to practice diligence, and to also give us the opportunity to see how we want to show up in the world, not only for ourselves, but with and for others. So that's what we got this week. You guys are doing fabulous. Enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the latter portion of the summer as it's starting to come to a close, but we still have time left. And again, remember, before you speak, decide whether or not it's an improvement upon silence. Go get them this week.